bless you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see Madeira. History is in here, live and broadcast from FFR.
Today we are on our way from Ribeira Brava to Porto da Cruz, where we'll hike to Vereda do Varano. Just when we wanted to head off to hike, we saw that rum factory, so we thought let's have a look inside first. That didn't take too long, was kind of a self-guided tour with no one around. Time to head off for the hike.
Nice restaurant just next to these pools. And there's another restaurant just next to the beach. I think this is where we're heading off. It's a trailhead. And we're walking up the mountain over there. Getting a bit more cloudy now.
Was that It's a Heart?
It's quite uphill here.
It's not only up, a little bit up.
Yeah. It's up, then
Only up.
short walk straight, and then up and repeat. But it's good. Haven't been running for the last couple of days, so the exercise is good.
Are you waiting for me?
And this road is actually leading to the point where it gets almost flat. So the whole steep part has a road. So to avoid any knee pains and other injuries, we decided to walk back down from where we are. Have a lunch down there because it's actually lunchtime. And then take the car, go up to that point, which we hopefully can, and walk the flat part, which is what Nelson meant, because he mentioned that it's almost all flat. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, what injury am I talking about? I don't have real injury. I just my knees are somehow damaged from too much playing tennis when I was young on a, I don't know how you call this, hard court, where it's carpet or even concrete. And when you stop, you're not sliding like you do on a sand court. So that's where I destroyed my knees. Because the other day somebody suggested me in the comments to get some fish oil, which I'm sure helps, and we are actually taking every single day. But I think that's an actual damage from that period.
Wow. Thank you.
Well, that's a proper steak. I did not expect that.
And look at the potato wedges.
Okay.
They look really good.
Avocado.
Avocado even. Wow. My appetite is increasing.
Surprised.
I thought it is good.
No, it's a really proper steak. It's a really good pepper sauce. So, thank you. That's chewy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. That's really good. Better than last time.
Really? We just finished lunch at this place. I don't know if you can read from here, but with this amazing view, and the food was delicious. Wow,
I had
very
not
impressive.
very high expectations, but that was my best pepper steak on the island.
I mean, maybe we didn't visit any, but
Yes.
so far it's
I had
really good.
a few steaks, but that was the best one.
I love my fish was fresh. Everything was so fresh and very well done. Thanks to the chef there.
What's happening now?
By the way, we put all the places we visit in our description below. So if you are wondering where we have been, check our description. Must be something there.
Yeah, because we get the question in our comments from time to time.
Yeah,
Although we write it in the
in description. Yeah. If
maybe we
you
don't write enough information.
no, if you don't find in description, then you can ask in the comments, right?
Yes.
But we usually try to do description.
Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on. After our beautiful lunch,
Oh, so gorgeous.
so we are now driving up to the starting point of that hike.
To
Why
the
did you not-
actual place.
Okay, there is a learning out of that. We'll share that in the vlog today. Right? That's actually beautiful.
Hello, and welcome to this wonderful, beautiful episode.
Can you see that?
That is gorgeous.
Can you see that in the background?
What? Of course we see.
There are two beautiful things. One is Lausa, and the other one is that. Look at that.
And this mountain.
And this mountain.
It's a north part
Wow.
of the island, and north part of the island is amazingly beautiful. It's like Jurassic Park. It's very green, very mounty. It's gorgeous. the north part.
Yes. Look at that cool thing. There is a zip line which goes down there, and there are fields down there. That's crazy, but beautiful. Can you smell that? So far, that's a very narrow trail here at the edge of that mountain, and it's very green. It's kind of fresh green. Красиво, как красиво. San Lorenzo.
What a beautiful spot. And it's a bit even longer road path, I think up to there. But because it's already time getting late, without the curfew would probably be okay with it, isn't it? We
Yeah.
should just have gone a little bit earlier. Otherwise, it's amazing
the-
hike.
The detour with hiking up or walking up the road and then walking back down and having lunch and then driving up. If we would just drive up straight away, then it would be no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But then we wouldn't have discovered that beautiful place in
Yeah.
Porto.
So do you think we
Cruz.
should come again?
I think so, yeah. I guess it's also beautiful to come from
Mochico.
Mochico and walk the whole thing.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Nelson, for recommending that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Really beautiful.
The gem, huh?
A gem,
Another gem.
another gem. We are now continuing the remaining part
From this point.
from this point, and let's see what we find there. It looks a little bit different from here, so
Let's go.
let's go. that first part goes along those cliffs. So they literally carved a path into the rocks here. And a little bit later, it gets into the forest. There's in the middle of this narrow trail here, there is a little pond. It's just a corner where water collects from dropping down the mountain. And there are frogs. It's the first time that we see frogs here on the island. In a very unexpected place.
Oh, I see, I know.
We walked all the way from here. All this. It's interesting. It's quite far, I have to say. It looks like, isn't it?
So that's the valley when you come from Machiko, which we don't do today. So you will come up here. Then you would go Larano, which is what we just did.
Michael found something. He said, come over here. All right, let's go and check it out. What's that?
Go up there somewhere. Yeah, maybe that just leads to the top of this little hill here. Huh.
Oh, that's nice. That's a place for picnic. We
Yeah.
can sit down and have a banana.
We found a picnic spot.
So we are on our way back to the car. See you later.
Just in case we don't see later, make sure you have subscribed. Because we release such a video every Sunday. And in between, we do daily vlogs. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up, write us a lovely comment, comment.
Thank you so much for watching.
have fields down there. No idea how to get there.
That's it for today.
We hope you enjoyed our hike,
Yes.
and thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
See you next episode.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I'm sure you know, but
So today is an amazingly sunny day, and we are going up there and in the valley to walk along Levada, which is, according to photos, really pretty. The beginning is quite challenging. It's just you speed up this steep road from Ribeira Brava. So we're not that far yet, but the road is really steep. There are always these steps in the middle of the road, which make it easier when it's really steep. And here you can see the steps inside, because it gets really steep here. He's changing from this side to that side. my darling, there's more of it. Look at that. It's like never-ending stairs. So first I thought we would continue on the road here, but there's more of those stairs. That's a proper cardio today. First break down, or just break down, melt down. We did 300 meters in elevation gain just in one stretch, just steep roads and stairs, and we have still 100 left. What's that? Maracuja. Somewhere those steps have to end, right? Yeah, some seriously beautiful houses here in the hills. Not sure if that's a sign for where we go. Levada Nova, Candelaria Lumbo, Castero, 9 kilometers, 4 hours, might be it. So there is now a sign to the Levada Nova. That looks like fresh. Young and fresh. Ah, this is this little. That's this villa which we saw from the other side. Pretty nice location and good size. It's like hidden away behind the Levada. It's this house. So you literally step over the Levada here.
Wow, what a beautiful spot.
I did not expect that. That's just such a beautiful. I don't know. It's next to this valley, and there's just such a beautiful view, and all this how do you call them? Cactus? Cacti.
Many of them.
Many of them. It's just amazing, and we have gorgeous weather, sunshine. Everything is so nice green.
Yeah,
It's like it feels like it's all fresh.
just so beautiful and peaceful. Can you see that?
It's amazing.
Welcome to Levada Nova in Ribeirão Bravo.
Levada Nova. That's actually a nice thumbnail.
Yeah. Let's go.
We love tunnels. No, I left them at home. Do you need light? You love dark tunnels, don't you? So it's quite wet to get there. Is that Hello. If you watch our videos, then you know that Lausa loves dark tunnels. But that's a short one. You can see the end. That's no fun. All right, let's go. Don't need lights for that. No, you can see the end.
I also see the light on the outside of the tunnel.
Thumbs up.
Okay. I can do that. I can do this. Good.
What do you realize that? Huh?
You can add another tunnel to your list of tunnels. So what do you want to say about this tunnel? Let me interview Lausa, the tunnel specialist. She loves tunnels. So what did you think about this tunnel?
The opposite of loving tunnels, but I'm getting better already at it. As long as there is a bit of light in the end of the tunnel, it's okay. Now we have a flashing light all the time with us, and yeah, I'm getting stronger.
A tunnel pro.
This is a tunnel pro.
I love you. So this is beautiful. Are there any levadas on this island that aren't beautiful? I think levada by definition have to be beautiful, right? You're just learning about that thing. Cacti.
Cacti. Because we don't really use word cacti, and we have not had experience that much with cacti.
We're talking about those guys here. They are
Cactus
everywhere.
Is one, and cacti is many.
Cactus is in German, also cactus. What's in Russian?
Cactus.
Cactus. So an easy one.
Cactus, cactus.
Cactusy.
So that one cactus,
Many cactusy
cacti
in Russian.
in Russian. Cactus, cactus,
Cactusy.
cactus.
Cactusy. So I remember when we went to Porto do Sol.
Yeah.
Ponto do Sol. Soro. Soro. Sorry. Ponto do Sol, which is just around the corner. There we also saw beautiful cacti.
Yeah.
Cacti. Anyway, just wanted to say that. Doesn't matter.
Many.
Cactus one. Ein Cactus? Many? Viele Cactus? Cactuses? I don't know. It's my language, I don't know. Help me out here. So now we actually reached the end of the Levada walk in the body, and we're turning around now and going back.
I'm getting hungry, and we should find some nice spots and have our lunch. I'm ready to eat.
Yeah. And we're just checking if we are at the right
All trails.
all trails. We still use that. I know some people recommended us the WalkMe and other apps, but somehow habit sticks, and we are always falling back to that one. So we found our lunch spot. How cool is that? Like this little house next to a waterfall, little river. So we'll have our gluten-free lunch. That was a nice lunch,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
sunshine is out. It's really nice.
Yeah, that was a really nice spot.
Everything is so super fresh and green. And
It smells so nice, and it's warm. I expected it to be much cooler. We have finally our shorts back on. So, yeah, what's that? Ah, sheep. 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 They must feel quite warm. So yeah, we decided today spontaneously to do that Levada walk. It's during the week, and normally I would work now, but I'm in this last sprint to the release of my product, and I was working all weekend. And today in the morning, when we did our morning run, that's very overexposed down there. I just felt like today going for a hike, going to the nature, and using that to recharge myself in some way. Because always working is also draining. So it's a beautiful weather today. So kind of offered itself as an opportunity today to just walk up here to Ribeira Brava, to the Levada, and check out what that is all about. And I have to say, it's really beautiful.
Levada Nova.
It's Levada Nova. There are so many Levada Novas, I have no idea
I
what's
think
the.
we're following Levada Nova.
Are we? Okay.
Well,
So it's basically the valley next to Ribeira Brava. So I thought it's called, yeah, anyway. Whatever it's called, it's beautiful, and it was spontaneous, and I really like it. I love it.
and this is our first hike for this year.
Ah, yeah, it is actually. The first time this season that we're out, and I did not expect that to happen that quick, because when we went up, when we had a car last time and we went up to the mountains, it was really cold. And then we had all this bad weather, the storm and the rain, and I expected that to take a little while until we can get back out. But here we are. It's close to the end of January, and it's sunny, it's warm, I don't know. Feels like, what do you think, 22, 21 degrees Celsius?
Definitely 21.
Yeah, something around that. And even when there were clouds, it was a little bit cooler, but it was not really cold. So it was still comfortable. And now it's obviously perfect with the sun. Yeah, so what else do we have to share? It's a nice platform here. Look at that mountain over there. So beautiful. And there's this blue sky. And I mentioned this probably a couple of times already, but I love that blue behind the green. It just it gives such a beautiful contrast, and it's so crisp, and it makes me feel good. I love blue sky. I think we both did, right? So what else do we have? It's the third day of our morning exercise and gluten-free challenge, which we set for this month. So we want to do this for 30 days. So far, we feel good.
Yes, it was doable. It is doable, actually.
Actually, we recognize that she's saying actually a lot.
The word like, you say,
I'm saying like.
and
Um, okay,
we are learning to avoid those
Yeah.
words.
we want to talk more on camera, and you guys gave us the thumbs up. You said that's okay. Talk as much as you want. So here we are, talking as much as we want, just to get better at it. And maybe at some point we will be able to tell a real story from the beginning to the end without stumbling around. For now, we're just sharing brief updates of what we're doing, where we go, how we experience our hikes here in Madeira, and a little bit about our challenge, lifestyle change, living healthier, stress-free. Yeah, which is part of my kind of thing today to go for a hike on a working day. That was unexpected. You were surprised, right? Because I have this tight schedule for these 2 3 weeks until mid-February to release my product, and I did not expect myself to just not work on a what day is today actually? Wednesday. Not work on a Wednesday. But why not?
We work on Sunday.
We worked all weekend and we might work next weekend, so we'll see. So and in between I think it's just good to get out if you can obviously. And we have this beautiful nature around us here, so yeah, happy with it. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, which I forgot to mention before, is how going out to nature actually helps me to solve some of my complex issues at work. So I don't know if you know, but I'm a software developer. I'm working on my own product, and I want to launch that in February. It's a platform for architects to create 3D content, so 3D models for their building design. And yeah, there are lots of complex cases that I have to figure out. And these days where I just take time to spend spend time in nature, I guess, to just go out for a hike or just take a break from work literally, is really helping me to deal with things that otherwise often take days to figure out. And I'm often not even able to figure them out because I'm kind of digging a hole, and gets overwhelming and stressful. And so this going out and taking a break and like distancing myself from work for a day or a couple of hours is really helpful to clear my mind, clear my head. Get I get also a lot of ideas. That's like you go to the shower, right? And there are lots of ideas when you take shower. I also have lots of ideas when I hike. So that's kind of one of the things that I'm reminding myself when I take these days during the week, which normally make feel me guilty that I do that while I'm supposed to work, supposed to focus on getting my product ready. But the reality is, if I don't do that, it's actually taking me longer. It's more stressful, and yeah, that's just another thing I find more and more. I think also
the moving more, the exercising. So I'm not a big fan of doing exercise and sports. I'm generally like in the morning getting up and get as quickly as possible to my desk and start working. But now, since we started this new routine, I start the day with a morning run along the promenade, along the beach, and listen to some podcast or some nice music or just to the waves breaking. And it's really liberating. It's energizing. I feel like after that, I have so much more energy to start my day. And I know Lauser told me this many times, and it's probably common knowledge that exercise is good for you. But I'm one of these stubborn guys who need to experience that firsthand. Otherwise, you know, knowing doesn't always help. You need to actually see the benefit for yourself, and then it's much easier to implement that in your daily habits or routines or whatever. Yeah, so that's just me mumbling along here in the beautiful nature, talking about my learnings, how I deal with stress, how I solve complex issues, and how I enjoy that beautiful nature here on Madeira.
When we just started our hike in the very beginning, I I regretted to go back, to be honest.
That was so exhausting.
It was very tiring and it felt like it was never ending. I don't know how long we hiked up. It was just hiking up.
Like this.
Yes. And I thought, Michael, I don't think this was a good idea. I didn't want I think a little bit more and I would probably go home.
Happy we
Now
didn't.
I am very happy we stayed on the path. It's really beautiful here and oh, it's it's definitely worth it for me.
I feel like that was a reference to real life now.
Okay, what's the reference?
Know the uphill battle, and you wanna turn around or stop
When it's
because
hard?
it's just getting harder and harder and harder. But often there is just a little bit more, and then it gets flatter.
Gets easier
Gets
at least.
easier. So
Yeah.
I think that's what we face with everything we do, right? There's
Yeah.
always in the beginning some challenge to overcome,
So
and we need to overcome it. We need to continue, not giving up.
Levada is teaching us lesson.
Yes.
Just keep going,
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
and then it will reward you with an amazing, beautiful scenery, nature.
Or whatever you're after if you apply it to life.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice. It's very good. I mean, many Levadas, all Levadas we visited, they were all great, and they're all beautiful in their own way.
There hasn't been a single one that was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, and this is really not far from us, where we don't need actually to rent a car. That was really useful. I mean, very convenient, actually. Actually, yes. And I guess getting back to this nature, which we did a lot last year. We did many hikes last year, and it just reminds us it's so good, and we're so happy that we are here. We are very grateful that we're here on the island at this time. Yeah.
So unfortunately there are clouds now, but this view from here must be stunning when there is a clear sunny day. You have to see. So we are reaching the end of the Levada. I'm not sure if it's the actual end of the Levada or just for us the end of the Levada walk.
Our trail.
Yeah, our trail.
And we're gonna go down the road, and I'm actually interested how this will look like, because when we were going up to this trail, it was really hard Hopefully going down will be easier than going up, which is naturally easier, but
Generally, I don't like it. It's hard on my knees.
it can be more difficult on the knees, so I'm very curious how it's gonna look like.
Yeah, that was Levada Nova. That's where we came from, right?
Yes, you can basically go to Livada Nova from here and end up
On the other side.
on the other side.
Yeah, so this is now the beginning of the road back down, which feels very uncomfortable to walk. I just don't know. There is something about walking downhill, probably not very healthy on the joints. But we have a lot of that now in front of us. Ferienhäuser zu vermieten. That's in German. Casa tipica. So it means holiday homes to rent.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Where? Is that the house?
So if you want to rent a holiday house here, you can call Leo, apparently.
Where is it?
Looks like a little oasis. I'm sure there's a pretty amazing view from up here.
Gorgeous.
And everywhere here is decoration. And then look at all those
Paradise flowers.
paradise flowers. They are amazing. Right, we're continuing the walk down, painful but necessary. Very interesting houses. So there are those modern houses, and then just next to it, you have those abandoned ones. Or maybe they are just functional for the banana plant. How do you say? Plantage? Plantage? You can barely see it from here, but that's the bay, the beach from Ribeira Brava, where we were heading off in the morning. So that's where we have to go back to. We're walking down that way because it's easier on the knees. Yeah, doesn't hurt that much. Don't judge us, please.
But because the road is clear, so we can do that. Otherwise, it's
Yeah,
dangerous.
we'll see if we bump into something.
made it to the sea level. That
The
was quite.
Incredibly difficult. All the Levada, incredibly beautiful. The down, incredibly painful. My knees hurt, my legs hurt. I'm done for today. I hope you enjoyed
Yeah.
this day out in the nature.
Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video,
Give it a thumbs up.
let us know in the comment.
Subscribe if you haven't yet. Would really mean a lot to us.
That makes a huge difference.
And yeah,
See you
share
next-
the video with others.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Actually.
and I guess we just see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a serious announcement to do. We just realized that it's getting late, and you know, we are from the UK, so we need our afternoon tea. And yeah, so we have to hurry home now to get our afternoon tea. I get obviously my coffee, and we want to have some almond butter, you know, the one that I make myself. So yeah,
I have my tea. Tea time.
tea time. Yeah. So just to let you know, in case there's not much coming after that, that's why. End of the announcement. Bom dia. Chucrinhos com viagem. Obrigado.
Há muitos anos deixei a minha terra querida, pensando um dia em voltar e ter uma melhor vida. Ao chegar à nova terra, não sabia o que fazer. As saudades eram tantas, pensei que ia viver. Ai, ai, Madeira, que saudades tenho de ti, dos lugares onde brinquei, da casinha onde eu nasci. Ai, ai, Madeira, como tu não há igual, é por isso que te chamo a joia de Portugal. O tempo lá foi passando, família construí. Já não sei se vou voltar ou vou ficar por aqui. A vida do imigrante, só quem passa é que sabe. Trabalhando noite e dia, sempre a lutar com saudade. Ai, ai, Madeira, que saudades tenho de ti, dos lugares onde brinquei, da casinha onde eu nasci. Ai, ai, Madeira, como tu não há igual, é por isso que te chamo joia de Portugal. O tempo lá foi passando e família construí. Já não sei se vou voltar ou vou ficar por aqui. A vida do imigrante só quem passa é que sabe. Trabalhando noite e dia, sempre a lutar como se fosse. Ai, ai, Madeira, que saudades tenho de ti. Dos lugares onde brinquei, da casinha onde eu nasci. Ai, ai, Madeira, como tu não há igual. É por isso que te chamo a joia de Portugal. Ai, ai, Madeira, que saudades tenho de ti. Dos lugares onde brinquei, da casinha onde eu nasci. Ai, ai, Madeira, como tu não há igual. É por isso que te chamo a joia de Portugal. Ai, ai, Madeira, que saudades tenho de ti. Dos lugares onde brinquei, da casinha onde eu nasci. Ai, ai, Madeira, como tu não há igual. É por isso que te chamo a joia de Portugal. Eu venho de lá tão longe, eu venho de lá tão longe. Venho sempre à beira-mar, venho sempre à beira-mar. Trago aqui estas codinhas, trago aqui estas codinhas. Para amanhã o seu jantar, para amanhã o seu jantar. Deixa passar esta linda brincadeira, que a gente vamos bailar no bailinho da Madeira. Deixa passar esta linda brincadeira, que a gente vamos bailar no bailinho da Madeira. E a Madeira é um jardim, a Madeira é um jardim. No mundo não há igual, no mundo não há igual. Seu encanto não tem fim, seu encanto não tem fim. É filha de Portugal, é filha de Portugal. Deixa passar esta linda brincadeira, que a gente vamos bailar no bailinho da Madeira. Deixa passar esta linda brincadeira, que a gente vamos bailar